What's up, puppy? What's up, puppy? Hey, Diesel. You're a disaster, dude. But you know what? We love you anyway. Even though you might possibly be the worst dog in the world. You know, sometimes I can feel like a pretty big hypocrite. I'm on YouTube, doing podcasts, talking about being a dad, being a follower of Jesus. You know, I've had some really big screw-ups in my life. I mean, monumental. I'm not going to go into the details because some of it's not my story to tell. But, you know, you name it, I've done it, and some of it recently. And so I think it could be tempting for us as believers to look at people who profess to be Christians, who struggle through life, who have ups and downs, who have significant failures, and think, what a hypocrite. I mean, I feel that way sometimes, right? This year, I've been reading through the entire Bible chronologically. I'm just finished the Gospels. And what strikes me is the vast majority of the major players in the Bible are total screw-ups. I mean, let's think about just a few. Moses, murder. David, adultery, murder. Abraham, adultery, not trusting God. Peter totally abandons Jesus, denies him 3 times, cuts some dude's ear off with a sword. Paul, murderer. And, you know, Paul even talks about he's the chief of sinners. What a wretched man am I, because he cannot figure out how to do the things he wants to do and knows he should do, and stop doing the things he shouldn't do. I mean, the list goes on and on and on with these people that are considered to be like the major players in the history of God's story. And it's easy to, you know, kind of gloss over the fact that they were very imperfect people. And I think that that's the point. The point is not that we are good, not that we are perfect, but that God is good and God is perfect for us and in spite of us. Jesus, you know, whenever he's talking to the Pharisees, and the Pharisees are saying, like, why are you hanging out with sinners and tax collectors and prostitutes? And he said, you know, it's not the healthy that need a doctor, it's the sick. He didn't come to save the righteous, he came to save the sinners. And so I think we just all need to remember that, and maybe I need to remember that too, is God never expected us to be perfect. He knew that we wouldn't be, and so he had a plan to redeem and restore us all along. He gives us his holiness and righteousness. In Hebrews it says, but by one sacrifice he forever made perfect those who he's making holy. This idea that at one point when Jesus died on the cross, he gave us his righteousness forever. But at the same time, in this life, he's continuing to sanctify us. It's incredible. And it doesn't, as Paul talks about, give us the license to go on sinning, right? Because as sin increases, grace increases also. But it allows us to not let shame and guilt rule our lives and keep us from coming back to Jesus when we mess up. Whether it's big or small, whether it's a short time or a long time, it doesn't matter. Like the prodigal son's father, Jesus runs to us to welcome us back and then throws a party, even though we squandered everything. That gives me comfort. That helps me love God more. And I hope that we can all remember that when we are tempted to judge others for not following Jesus perfectly every day of their life. We're all screw-ups. We all need Jesus. And thank God that it depends on Him, not us. I love you guys. Hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see you, man.